Hello, welcome back to another episode of SLAB Talk, and today I will discuss the issue of old label goodness. For those that have been collecting slabs for a while, even new collector, you have heard of this phrase mentioned many times, I'm sure, especially if you are a member of the CGC forum. And I just want to discuss what I think about old label goodness. First and foremost, I believe that there are undergraded books in many slabs as well as overgraded books. Okay, depend on how you grade, how you decide what grade is suited for the grade that for the book. You are most likely will find books that can be overgraded in your opinion or undergraded in your opinion. And for sure, when it comes down to old label like these right here, I'm covering up the grades just so that I can see if people can guess what the grades are. The likelihood of a book in an old label that like this that has not been pressed are probably higher than newer slab books. These days where pressing are prevalent, even on books that are not needed, for sure it's harder and harder to find books in a slabs that has not been pressed. But that does not mean that an unpressed book can go up in grades. I can't stress enough that unless you understand how grading work, unless you understand how to grade, you can't just assume that any book that has not been pressed can be pressed to a higher grade. That's one of the things that bothers me when I hear people talk about pressing. I am not anti-pressing. I am anti-sweeping pressing on everything, because not everything is needed and not every book can be improved. Here is an old label, and if you look close enough, look at that rainbow unicorn. There's a couple spots that hopefully you can see it, but trust me, they are there. See, there's there right there, not much, but right there on the edge. There's other spot, but that is the easiest spot as far as rainbow unicorn. Now take a look at this book. Okay, let's take a look. There's some rub there, not biggie. The front look pretty nice. There's a couple spine ticks, okay, a couple. Even the corner right there, not bad, but the rest of the book, as far as the front cover, okay, is decent. It's harder to grade a book through a slab, but let's take a look at the back cover. Let's take a look. Look at this. Some small tears, typical crease that you see from back in the old days where people weren't careful in thumbing through a box of books and ding the book right there. Okay, so right there, that's about 1.5 inches long of a crease, in addition to a couple little tears. Here is a tear that is almost 1 inch. Okay, so take a look at that. Look for yourself. Big crease right there on the edge, over 2 inches with a little tears, and then this vertical tears right here. Okay, so what do you think is the grade of this book based on what you see? Okay, the key to this video and the main topic is the old saying of old label goodness. If this book undergraded, is this a good assumption that this book should be in a higher grade if it was graded today? Have you make your guess on what the grade is? Let's take a look. What do you think? Overgraded? Undergraded? Fairly graded? How about this one? Let's take a look at this book. Not bad, right? Nice. There's a few dings on the spine, but nothing major, okay? If you look right there, not bad. The spine look pretty decent. And here's a problem right here. Take a look at this long crease. Is it a printer crease or a storage crease where, you know, the book was poorly stored and there's a ding along the edge of the cover? So the creases is about a good 5 inches. Okay, let's take a look. The back cover is fairly clean. There's nothing really bad or good back there. Just normal. What do you think of this book? What's your guess on the grade? Ready? What do you think? Is it gonna be in a higher grade slab if I resubmit? Is this old label goodness? How about this book? Okay, there's a good rubs right there on the edge. The rest of the spine is really nice. Really nice, okay? A little ding right there. There's a little spine tick right there. Nice, nice. Beautiful. Okay, look at that. Razor sharp corners. Okay, so the worst flaw is that little rub right there and a ding right there. Let's see the back cover. Okay, you got the binary tear right there. Okay, nothing abnormal, typical production error. Razor sharp. Okay, you can see the miswrapped. Very nice book. What do you think is a grade on this one? Ready? There you go. 9.4. This one, I agree. I think this is a 9.4 all day long. I wouldn't resub this and pray for 9.6, and for sure a press ain't gonna help. Last but not least, I have so many of these old slab, trust me. Okay, I can pull out another half dozen, but I think 4 is enough. Let's take a look at this book. Beautiful. Look at that. What do you think of this right here? The crease. What do you think? It's about an inch, a little bit more than an inch long, okay? So there's a little crease right there on the edge. There's a little ding at the corner, okay? Not bad, but no doubt there's a little crease right there. And then the back covers is clean, okay? There's nothing worth noting on the back cover, nothing worth pointing out. So what do you think about this book, given that there's a little crease there and then a little corner crease there? Ready? There you go. Once again, another book that I wouldn't resub to hope for 9.6. So what is there to take away from this video? Is that books can be fairly graded or undergraded or overgraded in old label, okay? I can't say enough about, at the end of the day, the most important thing to do is learn how to grade, learn how to examine a book, and just don't. You can't just go by the label. Regardless if it's old label, don't overpay for old label for the sake that it is old label, because as you can see, there are books in old label that are not undergraded. Okay, is that enough? Or do I need to perpetuate the myth old label goodness? Thanks for watching. Bye.